lounged on the windowsill, unimpressed as ever. Billy, in his usual blue dungarees and mismatched socks, red on the left, blue on the right, was helping in his own silly way, tossing socks into the laundry basket like they were flying birds. "Last one into a rotten egg," he giggled, flinging his red sock high into the air. It landed with a plop on top of a pile of towels. "Bullseye!" Mum chuckled. "Thank you, Billy. Now, let's get these washed." Billy watched as Mum loaded the washing machine. In went the towels, the jumpers, the socks, including his red one. The door clicked shut, and with a whir and a gurgle, the machine began to spin. But when the cycle finished and Mum pulled out the clothes, Billy gasped. "Where's my red sock?" They searched the drum. They checked the floor. They even peeked behind the machine, where they found a long-lost toy car and a biscuit wrapper. But the red sock was gone. "It's vanished!" Billy cried. "It must have gone on an adventure." Mum smiled. "Maybe it's just hiding." But Billy had a feeling. A silly, wiggly, tingly feeling. That sock hadn't just vanished, it had been whisked away to the washing machine kingdom. That night, as the house grew quiet and the moon peeked through the curtains, Billy tiptoed downstairs in his blue sock and bare foot. He opened the washing machine door and whispered, "I'm coming to find you, Red." With a whoosh and a whirl, the drum spun once more, and before he could blink, Billy was pulled inside. Billy tumbled through a tunnel of swirling bubbles and soft cotton clouds. When he landed, he was in a strange new world, the washing machine kingdom. Everything was made of laundry, mountains of jumpers, rivers of soapy water, and skies filled with floating lint. "Oi! Watch where you're falling," squawked a familiar voice. "Jock!" Billy beamed. The bossy cockerel flapped his wings, his feathers puffed with static. "What are you doing here?" "Looking for you, of course." "And your sock?" "Word is, it's been taken by the sock monster." Billy's eyes widened. "The sock monster?" Jock said, puffing out his chest. "Big, fuzzy beast. Lives in the spin cycle swamp. Eats odd socks for breakfast." Billy gulped. "We've got to save Red." They set off through the sudsy forest, where trees were made of tangled tights and scarves. A lint dragon slithered past, sneezing clouds of fluff. Billy giggled as Jock got a faceful of lint. "Not funny." Jock spluttered, though his eyes twinkled. They crossed the sock bridge, where odd socks dangled like bunting, and tiptoed past the slipper goblin snoozing in a basket cave. Finally, they reached the edge of the spin cycle swamp. The air was thick with steam, and the ground squelched underfoot. "There," Jock whispered, pointing to a cave made of old duvets. "That's where the sock monster lives." Billy took a deep breath. "Let's go get my sock." Billy and Jock crept into the sock monster's lair. It was warm and steamy, with piles of soggy socks and half-melted buttons scattered about. In the center sat the sock monster, a giant, fuzzy creature made entirely of tangled socks, with googly eyes and a grumbly tummy that rumbled like thunder. "Who dares enter my swamp?" it growled, though not very fiercely. Billy stepped forward. "I'm silly Billy, and I've come for my red sock." The sock monster blinked. "Red sock? I do remember a cheeky little thing bouncing in here. Said it was looking for its partner." Billy's heart leapt. "So it's alive?" "Of course," the monster said. "I don't eat socks. I rescue them. This is the land of lost laundry, where all the lonely socks come to wait." Jock flapped his wings. "Well, that's a twist." The sock monster chuckled. "Your red sock is in the sorting circle. Follow the path of pegs and you'll find it." Billy and Jock hurried along a trail of clothes pegs, past the lint dragon's nest and the bubble geysers. They reached a clearing where socks of every color danced in pairs, some reunited, some still searching. And there, spinning in a joyful jig, was Billy's red sock. "Red!" Billy cried, hopping on one foot. The sock bounced over and snuggled against his blue sock. "I missed you," Billy whispered. The sock monster appeared, smiling gently. Now that you're together, it's time to go home. Billy nodded. Thank you for keeping Red safe. With a swirl of steam and a soft whoosh, the sorting circle spun, and Billy, Jock, and the reunited socks were whisked away. Billy landed with a soft thump in the laundry basket. Jock fluttered beside him, feathers fluffed and proud. Mum peeked in. Billy? What are you doing in the basket? Billy grinned. Rescuing my sock. He held up his feet, red on the left, blue on the right. Perfectly mismatched once more. Dad wandered in, pencil behind his ear. Did you find it in the machine? Billy winked. Sort of. Sulky the cat blinked from the windowsill, unimpressed as ever. Billy spent the rest of the day telling Gran and Grandad about the sock monster, the lint dragon, and the land of lost laundry. Gran laughed so hard her spectacles slid down her nose, and Grandad scribbled notes in his pocket notebook. That night, tucked into bed with both socks snug and warm, Billy whispered to Jock, "Best adventure ever." Jock clucked softly. Until the next one. And as the moon rose over the quiet village, the washing machine hummed gently, as if remembering the sock that went on a journey, and the boy who followed.